I will introduce you to the Greening Book Planet project, an innovative e-commerce platform dedicated to the buying and selling of e-commerce has changed how we shop. Our platform, Greening Book Planet, will let customers easily browse, products, and purchase books online. The website uses PHP and My includes me and now to manage products order. It addresses three main issues: high cost of books for students, environmental impact for paper consumption, need for a platform to sell more mass used books. We'll follow a structured plan to ensure success. Planning, define objects, design objects, engage stakeholder, and outline the project scope. Analyze, later and analyze requirements. Define, develop system architecture, user interface, and display structure. Development, write code, and integrate components. Ensure quickly and repeated through regional implementation. Growing the system smoothly. Provide ongoing support and improvement. Grow code inclusion. Our website offers features and administrators for customer user registration and login, product search and filtering, order tracking and shopping cart and wish list, product review for service, server registration and login, product management, order fulfillment, Docker login, website user management, product control, DRV application. Our system includes basic operations. Read, add category, user books. Read, view user account with listings and transactions. Update, edit comment with content and products. Delete, remove account and outside project timeline. We have a clear with project and Gantt chart to check our process and meet deadlines. In summary, book planning to provide an affordable and eco-friendly solution for book lovers and students. We hope to create a platform that benefits both our community and the environment.
Assalamu alaikum, I'm MOHAMMAD, and today I would like to discuss about our Gantt chart for the final project. So for our final project in Gantt chart, we separate the procedure in 6 main parts. One is planning and research, second one is design, thirdly development, testing, deployment, and the final one is marketing and launch. The planning and research take around 13 days, design take 14 days, development take 42 days, which is the highest duration in our planning. Then testing take 15 days, deployment take 9 days, and marketing and launch this take 11 days. In the planning, we have some branches like define project scope. This one will take 3 days. Market research. This is very important part for our project, and this take around 5 days. And the final one is the requirement. It take around 5 days. After that, in the design, we have 2 branches. One is power framing and prototyping. This one is take around 6 days. And next one is the UI UX design. This is for planning the basic design of our project. After that, we do for the development. This one normally take around 42 days, which is the maximum duration in our project. The first part of development is the front-end development. It take around 13 days, or the developer will do the front-end design to make it more customer-friendly. After that, there is a back-end development to connect the front-end design with the server and other things. And then it's time for the database setup. Finally, in the development part, we have the integration of multi-vendor functionality, because our website is normally for selling multiple books from the multiple vendors. So we have to set up this function in our website. After finishing all the development, we'll go for testing. So firstly, we'll do the unit testing around 5 days, then integration testing around 5 days, and after that, we'll go for the user acceptance testing. After we finish the testing properly, we'll go for the deployment. We'll set up the server, we'll put the design in our domain and hosting, and we'll deploy the website. Finishing all the setup, we'll go for marketing and launch. So in the marketing and launch, we'll go for SEO optimization first, because our website is normally online based. So most of the customer will come through online. That's why we have to rank our website at the top of Google search. So we'll do the SEO optimization first. After we complete the SEO optimization, we'll go for the marketing campaign so that we can attract the customers to visit our website. Finally, we'll go for launching. Yeah, that's all about our Gantt chart. And if we go for the the graph, then we'll see like this, something like this. So our project will start from the middle of July, I mean the beginning of July, and our project will finish around November 10. So it's almost a 3-month process.
Hi, I am ZINAT, and today I'm going to present the ERD, which is Entity Relationship Diagram for our e-commerce bookstore website. Basically, the ERD outlines the structure of our database and the relationship between the entities. Our ERD contains several key entities, which are user, admin, order item, book, category, subcategory. Here, user represents customer, seller, and admin using our platform, and book represents that how many books are available for selling. Here, the category represents the main category for our organizing books, and the subcategory represents the specific category under the main category. And the order item represents the customer orders. Order it represents the customer orders, and the order item represents the individual items which are ordered by our user. And here, admin is managing the whole platform. Here, each and every entities have different attributes, such as user has user ID, name, email, password, role, specific address, and phone number. This user can have multiple roles like customer, seller, or admin. There is a book entity which have different attributes like book ID, title, author, price, condition, category ID, subcategory ID, and seller ID, which is mainly selling by sellers. And this one is categorized to make easy the browsing for our customer. And here is category and subcategory, which contains category ID and category, and subcategory has subcategory ID, name, and category ID. And here, a subcategory provides the more specific classification of the category. Here, there is order entity. Here we can have order ID, order date, customer ID, total amount, and order status. And there is order items, which is item ID, order ID, book ID, quantity, and price. And here, the order can have multiple order items, and each of order refers to a specific book. Let's say user can order one book, then they can see their price and quantity, and then they can view their total amount, and they can book another book, and they can set the quantity, and they can see the total amount of their book. And here, the admin has admin ID, admin name, and password. So here, admin managing the user book, order, and category subcategories. Mainly, the admin is managing the whole system. If I talk about the relationship between entities, so user can place multiple orders, and order can contains multiple order items, and a book is listed in multiple order items. So here, the category can have multiple subcategories, and manager uses the books, categories, and subcategories, and the order. So as you can see, the diagram clearly shows the entities are connected and ensuring a well-organized database structure, which provides a comprehensive view of our e-commerce bookstore database. It helps to understand the relationship between different entities, ensuring efficient data managing, and so on.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. I'm MOHAMMAD, and today we'll explore our database for the Book Planet system. Let's begin. So as we see this part, the starting part of our SQL, this is the header information. It has the metadata about the dump. And next, if we see this part, this is the initial settings and transaction, and which this commands set up the environment for the SQL dump to ensure compatibility and data integrity. Now let's move on, and here starts our table structures for table admin, in which we have int value, admin ID, varchars such as admin name, admin password. And yeah, that's all for the create table, where we created a table for admin. Next, we inserted some values in the admin, and next we created a table for book, in which we had integer values such as book ID, seller ID, category ID, subcategory ID, and then we had some text such as book name, author, condition, description, language, pages, format, language, that's all. And then we had varchars such as book pages, and state, image 1, image 2, image 3, which we had default in our system. And then we have some big integers such as book ISBN, and here it ends the table creation for book. Next, we added many values in the book, such as the name, the book ID, the seller ID, as you can see in this one, Robert Louis Stevenson, subcategory ID, which is good for share, and then some book name, and then the book author, the book condition, the description, and etc. we inserted the values in our table book. Next, we created a new table again named cart, which had integer values, not null, ID, cart ID, book ID, user ID, seller ID. And then we inserted some data into table cart. Such here you can see the numbers all were integers, so we added the numerical value for them. Next, again we created a new table called category. We defined the values for it: category ID, category name, which was a text, and category description, which was a default value. Then we inserted respected values to the respective IDs, to the respective places. As you can see here, fiction, non-fiction, textbook, text others, etc., etc. Next, we move forward. We created a new table called orders, and we had integer values, varchar, date and time, again varchar, and text was default because it's a payment method. And then we inserted some values in it, as you can see in line 1, 2, and this one. Next, we created a new table again, request list, in which it requests the list from the customer. And here it is. It had int values, text values, request ID, book name, book author, category, language, and description. Next, we inserted some values in it, as you can see in the table in the line 1, 2, 3, and etc. Language was selected as English, as you can see over here, and this is the book name, etc. Moving forward, we created another table, sales. It had integer values, double value, a double, and integer, such as sales ID, book ID, user ID, price was double, quantity, and ship fee was double, total was double, since it could be in decimal, so we used double instead of using int. Next, we had seller. We created a new table called seller. It also had integer values, text values, varchar, big integer, and these were the names: email, password, security answer, security question, address, city, date, state. And then we inserted some values in the table seller, name, and then the bank number, the bank name, the seller contact number, seller email, etc., etc. Next, we created a new table called subcategory, in which we had integer value and text value called subcategory ID, category ID, subcategory name. We also inserted values in the subcategory table, as you can see over here, respectively to their respective attributes. Next, we created a new table user, in which we had integer values, text value, text attribute, varchar attribute, text attribute again, which was default, and varchar attribute, such as we had security question, security answer, password, and address, etc. Next, we inserted some values in the user table, as you can see in the line 1, 2, and 3. Moving forward, we created another table, wish list, in which it had only integer values, wish list ID, user ID, book ID, that's all. Next, we inserted some values in wish list, which was, as you can see in line 1 and 2. And then we dumped the indexes for dumped tables and indexes for table admin. We add the primary key as admin ID, and for the table book, we declared the primary key as book ID, and we declared the keys as follows. Same we did for table cart and category table and order table, request list table, sales table. We declared the primary keys. We declared the primary keys for all of the tables we created above. And then we move forward to the auto increment. We used auto increment method to increase the value of the row, add new rows for the available integer for each table. As you can see, it started from admin table, book table. We used the modify command to use the auto increment. So we increased the number, or we added the new rows by 76 in table cart, by 11 in table category, and we did the same thing for all our tables. Moving forward, we added some constraints by using alter table command, and we declared the foreign keys as well in our above commands. So we applied the same thing for all tables we created: sales, orders, subcategory, wish list, and etc.
Now I will proceed with the user manual, and my name is SIEW. In user manual, I will straight away to demonstrate how we create and develop this project. First, we're going to create a database for this project. For total tables in this project is 11 tables. So in this project, we have 3 users. First is user, which is for the buyer. Second is seller. The last one is admin. So we developed this project using Visual Code here, and I have separately for admin, or one folder for admin, and one folder for seller, and the outside is for user, so that it will be more organized. And now I will proceed with the user demonstration. So this is the login page, and this is for register, sign out. So for example, I will straight away demonstrate for the registration. So you can view and hide and unhide it. I will see For example, I will just sign up. So it will be have a notification that the account has been created successfully. So we already have an account, and we just click that button and for the forgot password, for example. I will just give an example and check. So congrats, it will be pop up a message. So you can choose which one you create at the register page. For example, I will just submit it so the information is true. You can just update the password here. The other is only you can view because it is for forgot password only. So you can update it if you want to update, and you can back and cancel if you don't want to update the password or you remember the password. So now I will proceed to this figure, and this is the home page. Here in this, everyone needs to create an account first so that they can choose the status and go to the row they need. So for the account, we have personal information, change password, and my purchase, illustrate, order and order history, and sign up. So in this, if we can click on more to view the book. So here is the book. You can add to wish list. So it will pop up a message that you have add this product. So if you want to add to chat, also add to chat. Okay, so if you want to check the details of the book, you can view this. So here you can detail to view the book. This is the book condition, example only. And this is information overview of the book and contact of the seller who sell the book. So you can contact the seller to ask whether any inquiries if you have inquiries. So this is condition and quantity, the price over here. So category with fiction, non-fiction, textbook, and other. So but the example I give is not too many. So we just go to the wish list that we have had before. So here it will be appear here. So you can view the product so from the wish list. If you want to start selling, then you need to know how to start the selling on this website. So here is step by step. So if you want to get started, you need to accept the terms and conditions. If you start to accept, then you can sign up for the seller. I want to go back. Things I just want to demo for the user first. So there is information, F and Q. So we could ask question, and if you want to know the details, contact us. In the contact us, we can request a book. For example, you want to request a book for next semester or any book you want, you can just reserve, and the seller will see, and the admin will see. For the contact is just send a message here. And for the track order, we can track this one. For example, right here, the order is confirmed or not. If this delivery, it will be have colors. Back to the orders. For example, order history. This is completed order. You have received the order, it will be green, old green. And this is chart. So this way I add before, and this, if you want to delete it, then it will be deleted. Or if you want to process the checkout, so you can just check out. And this is your information. If you want to change any information here, you need to change in some information here. So you can set changes here for the information. So proceed with the checkout. So in this project, we just use payment method using the upload PDF file. So this is the detail of banks that use or receive the payment. So you can just upload the PDF receipt file. Any receipt file, just find one. Just find one that is one. So place order. And you can check the order here. I think here, this is the new one. Here is the order. So next we're going to view the seller. So if you want to see the chart here, also have the detail, the ID, only the ID. The request also have here. The request book you request. And this is the for the wish list. We use ID to indicate all the in this table. Because in every book have the ID. And the book, this is all book we have. Else we cannot have not order yet. And this is the tenant orders. This is the user who and this is here we can indicate the user. So next we're going to the seller. The seller also stamp for the forgot password and create account. But the create account for seller, we need to accept the terms and conditions first. After you accept it, then you can register. The different one is for the bank information for the seller. So you need to insert the bank information for receive the payment. So I have already had the account in here, the seller. Like this is the example. So here all information here. So I will proceed. Check here. So just log in first. In. Here is the seller UI. Here also have below the username, the name we put. You can see the profile. Also, you can update it, and you can back to user from here. So you can also change password. So for the order management, you can see the total order, and you can view also the deliver order. So, for example, here, so you can view it like this. You can view the book request list where the seller view all the request book if they have, so they can sell it. So you can insert the product. If you insert the product here, then the user view will add the book. So this is the example. So this is the condition of the book, the information of the book, the front cover, back cover, content, and additional. Example, if there has any wrong or just a simple or minor like that not so good, so you need to take a picture of it. So this is condition you can acceptable, good, very good, and like new. So the configuration that you can add and the cover you can choose and the language, the book pages at this top one. So this is where the product orders, for example, review the receipt. For example, like this. So the seller can only view the proof of the payment, but the payment will not directly received by seller. It will be admin receive. Admin to view the condition or the processes. After that, after all book is delivery and all the good, so after that the admin will release the payment to seller. So I will proceed with the admin page. Here, this is where you can view the user account. For admin can only delete the user. For example, I delete this, so you can just delete it, and they can monitor also for seller account. And the payment here is where we can see which order and which seller. For that, we can like this, and you can just click here. This is just example, but you can proceed with the transfer for the seller. So the user will pay to the admin first, then admin will release the payment to the seller. So you can just upload it and update and save. Let's just give an example. So this one is paid for the seller. So seller will receive the amount. For the category and subcategory, only admin can add the category and subcategory from the seller to choose. So for example, you can this where the category added. So you can edit also for this. You can delete. For the subcategory also same. You can create, and this is for the for example, I edit this. Change this to okay. So here will be changed. The database also will change. This here. So for the admin, just like this, admin, because we create the account for the admin, so it's only here. So for the conclusion, I will go to the conclusion, is all the user may know how to use the website, and so on. So for the conclusion, the intention of develop of this website is to solve the problem of a large number of second hand book hoarding. So customer who want to sell the second hand book don't need to send it through WhatsApp like that. So because it's WhatsApp, sometimes people hard to view if the message too many, so they hard to search the book who want to buy. So there are also some cases for the prices. So the second hand book is more cheaper than the whole new book sometimes. So we hope this website can help the second hand platform to buy and avoid any problem with the book. So because this platform can just monitor by the admin. Thank you very much for hearing my presentation.